Ladies and gents, a very warm welcome back to Event Tech Live London 2022. Hope you enjoyed the last session over on the main stage. And I've got another guest in the studio. Welcome, Alison. It's great to have you here. If you'd like to introduce yourself to our audience, if anyone might not recognise you, introduce yourself, who you are and where you're from today.
Okay, my name's Alison Church. I'm Chief Marketing Officer for EasyFairs UK and Global. I'm here at Event Tech Live, to have a look around, to see some familiar faces, and I was also just speaking on one of your panels.
Fantastic. Tell us a little bit about the panel. What was the panel you've just been speaking on?
So it was basically about sort of digital and data in the event world, and I guess kind of the main challenges around digital, and I guess kind of how far we are along our journey in terms of using data and the digital sort of products behind events. So yeah, lots of interesting discussions.
I'll bet. So we've been talking about data for the last pretty much 3 days solid.
Right,
so I say hot topic, of course. I say you will be able to see that session on catch up in the next few days and weeks as well. So virtual audience watching can actually catch up on that. In terms of being back in person, speaking on stage, being here, how is it for you?
When I walked into Excel this morning, I was like, oh my God, it just doesn't feel like we've been away. I've obviously run a number of events over the last sort of year or so, and we were actually at Excel a few weeks ago for an event, but I think it's probably my first exhibition I've been to, certainly at Excel as a visitor, and it just feels like we haven't been away. It just feels normal.
It's nice, isn't it? They say everyone's talking about normal, the new normal. It's just comfortable, isn't it? It's what we know. We're getting that integration, we're getting people talking again, so it's fantastic you've experienced that. In terms of the types of events you've been running, tell us a bit more about that.
So we run all sorts of different exhibitions across all different sectors. So we run a lot of packaging shows, we run aesthetics shows, we run laboratory engineering, construction, all sorts. So, but it's majority B2B. But yeah, I would say the audiences that we run events for are all different types of industries, and therefore how they respond to things like event technology and digital side of things is different from portfolio to portfolio, I would say, which is quite interesting.
Well, that was literally going to be my next question. How do different industries and different clients and different types of customers, how are they sort of adapting to are they adopting technology? Are some people still quite resilient to it, or are people just embracing it and going, that's what we need, we go with it? Or how have you found different customers?
Well, I think everybody uses technology when they find it that makes their life easier. I think that's an easy sell. And one of the things we were talking about on the panel was how far you should be pushing technology onto people, and if it's not intuitive and it's not making their life easier and it's not actually what they're searching for at that point in their journey, then how much should we be pushing it just because we want data? And what can we do to improve that experience? But I would say certainly there are some industries we find they're much more sort of savvy with these things. You don't have to spoon feed them, and others need a lot more education.
Yeah, and I think we on the virtual day on Tuesday this week, we were talking about I think it was the value exchange, which is pretty much what you're saying there. It's obviously we want customer data. It's great for marketing. It's great for building your business. But it's overcoming those barriers to the customers giving you that, and what are we giving them in return? Yeah, I'm assuming that's what you've been. Really, that is the main sort of challenge at the moment, is finding that balance.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think, we one of the big pieces of technology that we use so that we can give data back to the exhibitors is the lead generation side through smart badges. Okay. And it's interesting also, it's not just the people who go to those events, it's actually the style of event and why people are going to events that dictate how much they use it. So with networking events, which we do some shows where they have great big double-decker stands, and it's all about drinks and networking and entertainment, and just really sort of, I guess, looking after their clients as much as meeting new people. They're not adopting that type of technology because it's all about human interaction. Yeah. Other shows which are more transactional, then they might be going, oh, okay, well this product's interesting, I'm going to go and touch my badge, and then I get this summary of my visit and with links to all of the products that I just touched. So it does depend on not just the
different clients' perspective then, in terms of what's available, what people are developing, what have they created. I'm assuming you're going, that will work for those, that will work for those.
Yeah, I think, the one thing as an organiser, we're obviously trying to make sure that we're sort of standardising our technology across everything that we do, to a degree, not always entirely, but so I guess I probably tend to look at the technology around the whole. There's a lot of technology already that we use in the whole, so we're clients of a lot of people here, but I think it's really about, it needs to answer a certain need. So I'm always looking at things going, well, is that going to make our lives easier by saving a lot of time? Because not all of them are customer-facing technologies, for example. Yes. Or is it going to be something that saves our visitors a lot of heartache, or carrying like sort of brochures around the show? Or is it something that's going to make our exhibitors' lives easier? Or is it going to increase the ROI for our visitors or our exhibitors? So those are the sorts of questions I'd have in my head when I'm going around the show.
Organising events or not, is there a bit of tech that you've found that's just gone, that's made my life a lot easier? So it doesn't have to necessarily be related to event management, just, this is obviously a tech-based show. Is there something in your life that you just think that has solved the problem, that makes my life easier every day, every week?
But when I first met the Gleaning team, I'm going to say 6 or 7 years ago, I think, for me that was a really easy technology to take on. It didn't add anything that increased the complexity from our visitors' point of view, and it gave us a lot of value. So I'm a big advocate of tools like Gleaning and especially Gleaning. I think certainly from what I've seen today, I really like the Line Up Ninja stand, because just because I think they can make our lives as organisers a lot more easy and make it look a bit more professional and slick as well from an external perspective. So I'm going to be looking into that in a bit more detail.
I'll say top tip there, I think, for event planners across the board to go for.
Exactly.
Super. Well, thank you very much for dropping in
You're
and
more than
speaking to
welcome.
us. Ladies and gents, we're going to go to a short ad break, and then we're back here with another fantastic industry expert. See you all soon.